Yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Thank you for joining me. Of course, we're broadcasting from the Radio on Fire newsroom here in Baltimore, Maryland. So, it has been exposed that the current governor of Virginia, Ralph Northam, is a liar and a racist after some photos from his yearbook during medical school surface. So I wanted to make it a point to say medical school because this was not his high school yearbook. This was not his college yearbook. He was 25 years old when this yearbook series of photos was taken. These are the photos in question. 1984 was the year that this yearbook was published. And the photos came about yesterday. They were exposed by a website, conservative website, who had their own motives for bringing this out. The medical school yearbooks resurfaced. Now, they appear to show the politician and another person wearing racist costumes. One, of course, dressed in blackface, the other one wearing a KKK robe. The Virginia Pilot is the conservative outlet that posted this photo of the current Virginia governor, who's a liar, a racist, and a hypocrite. He's also a Democrat. As Democrats, they talk about Trump. They talk about a lot of racist politicians, Republicans, conservatives, whatever. And I want people to know that there are these same people in the Democratic Party. The racist viewpoint mindset is not a party thing. It's a personal thing, depending on who the person is. And what we have seen from Governor Northam is that he is many things, and as far as I'm concerned, none of them are good. He gave a press conference today from Richmond, standing alongside his wife, where I didn't think he was going to step down because he started backtracking. Yesterday, he apologized for the photos and acknowledged that he was one of the people in the photo. Now today, he says, oh no, after I talked about it with my family and some other folk, he realizes he wasn't the person in the photo, which is a lie. It is a lie. Now, he didn't take any responsibility. He made excuses after excuse after excuse. What was interesting to me is that his wife standing beside him, the behavior that he's displayed and is displaying is a stain on the Republican Party. This does not only affect Virginia and Virginia Democrats. This is something that's going to affect the Democratic Party as a whole nationwide. So, photo, as you can see, with the guy with the beer standing. So I want to say some things that he said during this. He said that this was not him in the photo. Neither one of the people in the photo is him. Okay? He was reading from a paper, one. And it just seemed disingenuous. Like he was reading what someone wrote for him, probably his wife. She seemed like the smart person between the two of them. He had a nickname that they said, which was Coon Man. Coon Man. He didn't want to acknowledge that. He wanted to acknowledge Goose. He didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing about the nickname that was reported that he had in school. He didn't know anything about this photo. He said he didn't know who the photo was and it was a mistake. Here's the thing. 1984. In 1984, yearbooks was a big deal. There was no social media. Yearbooks were a big deal. If you were in the yearbook, your photo in the yearbook, you knew about it. You were aware of it. It was a point of pride for you to be in the yearbook in 1984. You can see he has this photo of a car he restored. He wanted people to know he restored this car because being in the yearbook was an important thing. Here he is in a farm setting, looking like a cowboy. He's proud of that. His knee up, right? He was proud of that. You have a photo of him in a suit. He's happy. These were photos that he sent in, and he acknowledged such. But when it came to the photo at question, the racist photo, he doesn't know how that got there. He'd never seen that photo before in his life. He didn't even know he was in the yearbook, or he didn't purchase a yearbook. Nobody sent in pictures for a yearbook in 1984 and never saw it. If you wanted to say you didn't want to buy it, okay, fine. But if you sent in photos for it, you saw it. Even if someone else had it, he saw this photo. This ain't the first time he's seen it. But he stood in front of the nation and lied. He lied. And what really sealed the deal for me is that he talked about a time where he wore blackface. Not this time, another time. Because I think that's him with the blackface. He talked about a time where he wore blackface and dressed as Michael Jackson in a dance contest. And what was funny about it is that he talked about putting shoe polish on his face, but not too much, because if you've ever put shoe polish on your face, these are his words, it's hard to come off. Who the hell has put shoe polish on their face? It's called shoe polish. But he talked about, this is the governor, putting shoe polish on his face. He didn't put that much, but he put some on there. And he was in this contest. At one point in time, he could not remember the name of the person who he was imitating in said contest and had to turn to his wife for her to tell him who the person was that he was trying to imitate. And what's ironic is that if you're going to imitate Michael Jackson as a white man, you didn't need no goddamn shoe polish on your face. His skin tone is the same as this guy's, or was. Another dumb thing about this guy. So, another thing is that he said that if he was to have taken a picture standing beside someone in a Klan outfit, he would have remembered it. That's what he said. He would have remembered it. However, he couldn't remember the name of the person who another time he was in blackface. So it shows you his memory is questionable. You want to say that? He actively participated in racism, racist activities, and his not stepping down hurts Virginia. Virginia's already hurting. Need I remind you, this is where the killings in Charlottesville took place. Very poor performance. Very, very poor performance. Democrats are scrambling right now. And as we are on air now, many Democrats have voiced that they want him to step down, including the Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Virginia. The Lieutenant Governor is a black man. And eventually, inevitably, Northam is going to be pushed out. There's no way that he can run the state with the expose that has taken place. He really pissed conservatives off. The Virginia pilot did a number on him. And from what I understand, they were upset at him about some abortion legislation that he was going to sign. And I think they got him out of the way. This is going to end his political career. Whether he accepts it now or whether it's a week from now, we cannot complain about Trump and his reaction to Charlottesville and other things and just condone this kind of racist energy. The fact that he said this during his press conference, the easy thing to do is for him to resign. It's harder for him to stay in power and stay in office. This is an example of white privilege. Coon Man was his name. Terrible, terrible person. Whether he's done good things or bad things. He condemned Donald Trump and said that Donald Trump needed to step down after his reaction to Charlottesville. If that's the case, you need to step your ass down too. Absolutely. Sadly, many white people don't know the effect and how blackface, KKK imagery makes black people feel. And the fact that he still thinks that he can just move forward, move on past this. Like this is a thing to do. Like this is acceptable. Like this is funny. It's not. He's definitely ended his career long term. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire.